So if you start thinking about eyeglasses, this is probably the next big market of wearable technology, right? It's just really on the forefront. It's been around for a while and growing, but it's really on the forefront of technology that's becoming accessible to everyone. If you think about eyeglasses themselves, they've been around for a long time, and they really were first made out of crystal, not glass, and they're set in bone, leather, and metal. So eyeglasses themselves has been around for a long time, and now it's taking it to the next step. How is something you wear all the time going to be another part of being connected? Is it going to be the next part of being connected? So I don't know how many people have seen this video. It's actually it's kind of making fun of Google Glass in a sense and some of the other wearables that are out there. And when you start thinking about this, these people are there, they're sitting at the dinner table, and they're all wearing glasses, and they're all interacting with everyone besides the people at the table. And that's one of the things you have to start thinking about, is how is that going to change what's going on and what's happening? Are you going to be interacting with society or not interacting? And that's the interesting thing about wearables like Google Glass. If you start thinking about being connected, is it going to help you keep connected easier and faster? Or is it going to distract you from everything around you? And that's a lot of debate on wearables, but it's the same with phones, right? What do we do right now with our phone as we're walking through the streets? Half the people are down like this, right? They're going on, and they're looking at it and seeing what's going on. So they're not looking up a world around them. They're sitting at the dinner table. They're staring at their phone. So could something that's simpler, that's easier, that can be connected, be able to display that quick information, if it's important, if it's not, and be able to display that in a device like this. Also keeping your hands free, and I think that's a big one. So pretty simple. If you think about it, if you look at here, it's easy to see that the prism is your display. A lot of people say it's kind of like a 32-inch TV, about 5 feet in front of you or so. So it's displayed up there. You can use touch techniques. So there's a side on the side here. You can use the touch pad on here. You also have a camera that's up front, so you can take video, record video, take pictures, go through a lot of these different things. Really simple. You don't have to use your hands for a lot of them because they have different commands. So I could easily tilt my head and it would come on and say, "Okay, glass." And I could say, "Take a picture." And I just took a picture of what I see out in front of me. There's also a built-in feature now that's new to it that allows you to wink. And not just a normal wink, but it's kind of like a well-defined wink that could also take a picture. But then you could send the information out. So it could go anywhere from your Google Plus, if you want to send it to the email to someone, if you wanted to connect it to Facebook, Twitter, those kind of different areas. So you have those available to connect with. The big part of it is the voice control and hands-free. I think this is not just a big part for daily life. More things are becoming voice controlled, easier to do. Voice recognition has improved a lot over the years. But I think one of the things that you have with this too is those with disabilities, those that don't have the capability to use their arms, they're paraplegic, or they don't have the ability to go ahead and take pictures with their hands and be able to do it like we would with our phones. It's been amazing for some of the people that were early glass explorers that had gotten them and had the ability to take their first picture and send it on their Facebook page without someone else having to do it, and through their own eyes, and be able to choose that. But also controls, as augmented reality we'll talk about in a little bit, really becomes more prevalent. Those type of things will become more and more connected. Now you do have to have some kind of data source. It doesn't have its own data source like your own cell phone would. You would have to connect it to your cell phone via Bluetooth or wireless, depending on what kind of environment you're in and how you want to connect. So another big one that really has probably going to be driving wearable technology is going to be augmented reality. So augmented reality is the aspect of another layer. So this is one of the companies called Layer. They do augmented reality, and it's bringing up that sense of, it's an app on your phone, and you scan something, and similar to a QR code, it's scanning a page and taking that page in and bringing up some kind of other experience for that. So other things that you think of augmented reality might be just being able to look out and see, and things pop up of restaurants nearby, right? You're looking out and you're seeing a real display of what's going on and what's happening, real video, but it's putting another layer over it. Other ones you've seen kind of fun experiences. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter had something out in a magazine they sold, and you scan and had the app, and you could add different things and make things happen that were part of that world. So these kind of things are becoming more and more prevalent. Well, one of the things they're going to dive into is, and they're already doing that with Layer, is things like Google Glass. How can they add that augmented reality to something that's easy, right? You just maybe as part of you looking out and looking what's going on, and it popping up and showing you what's happening.